Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So still on my holidays, I'm going to call in a shop called Nerdbase. I've seen it featured on Pizarro's Pieces, so I'm going to pop over and have a look in that shop. It's meant to be a really good collectibles shop, a little bit off the beaten track in Wickford in Essex, but we'll go have a look around there. Then I'm going to go and try and have a look at a few other places around the Essex area, see what I can find to have a look at and video for you today. So I'll go have a look in Nerdbase now. So made my way into Nerdbase, and the first thing I found was this fantastic Star Wars figure collection. A lot of the Black series, but plenty of the other Reflections figures and Power of the Force figures, lots and lots of different ones. Really like the Cad Bane there. That was one I was very tempted with, but as you all know, with my Black series collection, it is a very limited collection. I don't want to go overboard with it, so I did sort of like not really go for that figure. Otherwise, there was a lot of figures that I did like today. I did see a lot of figures. You'll see them later in the video, but as I say, I was really trying to be good today. I could have spent a lot of money from the things that you'll see in this video, and I'm sure a lot of you'll agree there is some fantastic pieces in this shop. Plenty of things to look at. This was just the Star Wars section. I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes of video that I've taken on this life-size Jar Jar Binks there, the Harrison Ford Han Solo in carbonite. Plenty of things to look at. So they did have some loose figures, so little jumble boxes you could go through, bit parts for your vehicles from your Kenner line. And there's the Power of the Force stuff, some of the old figures from episode 1. So absolutely anything you can think of, this shop had it. Everything from different eras of Star Wars. So here's the Power of the Force things. I did say they were there earlier, but there's the Power of the Force. Absolutely loads of things to look at and take in. I mean, it's like I said, there was about 2 or 3 minutes worth of video for the Star Wars section alone, and I don't think I probably got it all in that. So plenty of different little loose bits that you can pick up. It's like one thing with these videos, I always see bits that I didn't actually see in the shop, so always different items. So here's the Funko Pops, plenty of different Funkos to pick up. So really nice range. And other Black Series figures. There is the Boba Fett figure there at the bottom, which I'm always interested in, but never actually buy. I always check it out. A good selection of the old school 80s now. Turtles, G.I. Joe. I did spend a bit of time with this G.I. Joe here, just to let Dave see what there was there. I know Dave's Dungeon does love the G.I. Joe characters. A lot of the new Master of the Universe figures there, and then all of the classics figures. So Transformers as well. We'll see a few more Transformers shortly. And back to the G.I. Joe Funko Pops. Again, a line that I'm trying not to get carried away with on the Funko Pop front. So plenty of things to look at. Turtles, more the Ghostbusters again that we saw in Forbidden Planet on the London trip, and then more Turtles characters, Turtles Funko Pops as well, Thundercats. Basically catered for absolutely everything you can think of. Really was. Some Power Rangers. You're going to see some Power Rangers coming up on the channel soon. I have picked up some of the original Power Rangers Funko Pops. They're coming from an eBay, from a Facebook seller. So you'll see them being unboxed on the channel soon. And plenty of other Power Rangers items for the Power Rangers collectors. I know Power Rangers is a big sort of collector community out there. And then I did a little bit of filming on the horror pops and horror items. Not really a line I normally go in for, but they do have a lot of different things in there. So I'm plenty for you horror things. So this was just like a loose figure cabinet. So they had a lot of different Star Wars items in there. So I did a quick bit of filming on that. You see like a lot of Star Wars Funko Pops. None I went for that I was looking for today, so that was quite lucky. As I say, I am going to Birmingham tomorrow, so was trying to be as good as possible when putting this little hunt together. There was plenty of items I could have gone for, but as I say, it wasn't going to be the trip today to buy a lot of things, as I do plan to head to Birmingham tomorrow, but well worth the visit to the shop. Little mini items. What I did like about this shop is they did have a lot of the Jumbo bins, so I just did focus on this for a minute for Jason. There you go, Jason, you can get Ghostbusters My Little Pony now. So plenty of the old school Care Bears. I do keep thinking I want to get one for my little niece Anya. I think she would really appreciate one. These are more for the youngsters that's in there. Did a bit of filming on the Disney side. Toy Story bits, plenty of dolls and items, and then plenty of the Disney Funko Pops, which is the main aspect of this channel. So really was a good selection for everybody. There's something for everybody in the shop. Really is worth visiting if you get the opportunity to. As I say, more loose cabinets. I just kept on filming over everything I did see. There's a bit of Harry Potter here, I think, and then a big selection of Playmobil. I was looking at this again for when you've got a young niece. She does appreciate some of the Playmobil items, but I didn't pick anything up today. I was tempted to get something for Christmas, but that can wait. So you see plenty of little Playmobil items and different bits and bobs in there. Some loose figures you could pick up for Lego and unboxed items. So really was some really amazing pieces and items for kids. So the next thing I did do a little bit of filming of was these Funko Pops in this area. Now this was a gaming area. It's got a gaming setup in there, but obviously with the pub we do have our games night. So I did do a bit of filming of the whole games setup area. Lots of games you could actually buy and purchase. Obviously Funko Pops to go along with those. Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer Funko Pops. And they had the acrylic paints and things for your Warhammer setups for your Games Workshop, everything like that. So lots and lots of items to choose and see. As you can see, the Games Workshop area was well stocked. Lots of paints and items to pick up. And as you see, plenty of games that you could buy as well. So for all those people who enjoy the board games, there was a lot of things to look at, and plenty of board games you could pick up to play and get involved with. Some Pokemon bits and bobs as well coming up shortly. Cards and things like that for the Pokemon collectors out there. All them sort of items that really would be good for you for your collections. Plenty of other different aspects of gaming to pick up. So it really was a nice little area they had there, separate for all the gamers out there. A few loose items as well. Again, Sylvanian families. Again, something my niece is just starting to show an interest in. So possibly something I will be looking for in the future. And then we found the Masters of the Universe section of Funko Pops, obviously one that's close to me. Some really good Transformers figures and toys to pick up, and then another section of a few rarer Power Rangers and He-Man items and memorabilia.
Okay, when you're
so moving on to the second part of it, so you've got a lot of the old He-Man figures that are available to be picked up. Some of the old Beta figures in a box, so that you could pick up the odd bits and bobs if you need some parts or anything like that. Then lots of loose retro Ghostbusters figures there, so another thing that will interest Jason. He had the Ghostbusters Firehouse in there, from the old real Ghostbusters toy line. A few Thundercats kicking about. I do think Thundercats seem to be the ones that seem to be falling a little bit by the wayside. You don't see as many of them as history. Like I say, some more jumble boxes, loose figures. You can find figures you may want to pick up. Old Gargoyles toys, plenty of other items. There was an old Rodimus Prime from the movie, fully boxed, £65 they were looking for that. Some A-Team figures there. Obviously I've got the complete A-Team set now, but some of them had the weapons on, which are a lot harder to find, so they were really interesting. Some loose Transformers, Generation 1, so some of the classic Transformer toys. And then as we move around, you just see a lot of the 80s classic toys and things like that. Brave Star was there. Some more Power Rangers bits and bobs. But there was really cabinets with a lot of different loose figures in that you could really just spend hours looking at, and if you paid attention, really pick up something really good for any collections you wanted. As I say, I was just amazed at the amount of different things they had in the shop. So some loose old My Little Ponies, Swiftwind there from She-Ra, some Mask. Obviously Mask is harder to come by nowadays. You don't see a lot of that. I do remember having some of the old Mask vehicles and figures back in the day. So some G.I. Joe bits and bobs, figures, Castle Grayskull, some more G.I. Joes. So like I say, there's plenty of items to interest sort of any collector out there. So you could get bits and loose figures and display pieces for any number of collections. It makes it well worth looking at and taking the time to really have a look at what they had. So I did really spend my time having a good walk around the shop. About to come to the wrestling section. Again, with Marvel Legends, I am thinking of parting with my wrestling collection, just for space really. It's not the one I'm majorly interested in keeping going, and obviously there's a few valuable pieces in there, so if it could get me some money to pick up some items for the collections that I am wanting to collect, it is well worth having a look at. So a lot of the NECA figures there as well available, some really cool bits, Back to the Future movie items, movie memorabilia. A real Aladdin's cave of things to pick up. So we're just about to come to the large Funko Pop selection. Some more loose bits there, but as I say, there is they did have a large Funko, so a few of the Pop Rocks there. Plenty of different ones to look at. So Pop Rock's not really my cup of tea at the moment, but as I said, there is a lot of items that were for different people, so it's always good to see some mystery minis and things like that in there. Keychains. Really was worth visiting this store. So another side of the Funko Pops. So a lot of sodas. You could get virtually any soda you wanted there. They did have a good range. Probably one of the largest ranges I've seen. And then it's a bit like Miscellaneous, this section. They did have on the top shelf There's the Gunther chase I did see. I think we'll come into him shortly. You'll see Gunther in a minute. And there you go, a lot more of the pops along that top there. And here we come to Gunther. There he was, the chase. Didn't stay too long looking at him. More selection I found round the corner, and these were some loose Funko Pops that were available. So unboxed. And a load of minis there. Another section of Funko Pops. I think a lot of the reduced ones. Then I did find this section of basketball sports ones. We know I like my sports, so you may see a couple of pickups very shortly. So really was. Then we moved upstairs, which was the figure area. You can see a lot of the figures, and this was basically a selection of what he had upstairs. There was a new Green Lantern 2-pack. A lot of the Marvel Legends. Some loose figures if you did want some loose figures. As I've said in the video already, I am considering clearing my Legends selection, basically just for another space saving exercise. Not really a collection that I'm wanting to continue with as much as the other ones, so potentially one where I will sacrifice a few bits. You can see the collection just goes on for rooms. It's got like 3 large rooms in the space he occupies. So upstairs is comics and figures. So I did show you there was a lot of the old comics there. He has boxes and boxes of comics up there. Obviously comics isn't what I'm really a collector of, so I didn't spend a lot of time filming. I did show what was there. Tried to get a lot of the Funkos in. So this was the anime section. So there was a lot of anime bits in there. There wasn't a lot of the My Hero Academia, unfortunately, or the Attack on Titan, which is what I'm really looking for my niece. A bit of the manga novels, not too much. There's some other little bits and bobs of collecting. So some Harley Quinn stuffed toys there. And then we, as I say, we started moving over towards the figures, which there was plenty of. Let's say comics and graphic novels there. A large selection of graphic novels and comics, really. A lot of things for many collectors to look into. So I'm really glad I took the time to come over here today. So there you go, there's boxes and boxes of comics. Wayne Deacon would be in his element there, as well as Alistair from Stormcore. And then this huge selection of Legends figures. As I've said, I am considering the Legends collection. I really need to sort of think about how I'm going to display it if I do carry it on, because it is really getting tight with where I'm displaying the figures. So as you can see, the Legends selection they had in Nerd Base was absolutely massive. Plenty of different figures to choose from, and then in some of the cabinets they did have 1 or 2 of the rarer pieces that he's managed to pick up from other collectors. They weren't priced absolutely horrifically for what they were. Some of the pieces were older pieces, so you do expect to pay a bit of a premium for those. But the standard figures were just standard prices, what you expect to pay everywhere. So they were really nice to see. And as you can see, we had the DC Multiverse. Again, I didn't get the Superman. I'm just thinking that I'm off to Birmingham tomorrow, and I will be in Worlds Apart. So potentially that's where I will manage to finally get that Superman piece I am looking for. But Nerd Base is online, so you can order anything. So if you do, if you have seen anything in this video today, Obviously get in touch with them. I think they do definitely do mail order, so you can discuss the pieces with them. So a little bit more filming of the Funko Pops up there. This was tended to be the Marvel section and DC section, so they had it all in one place. There was a new Doctor Strange from the Spider-Man movie. So plenty of pieces there with Funko Pops. So what an amazing shop that was. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, my plan today was to go around a few more places, but a shop like that, I think it deserves a video all by itself. So I'll show you first of all what I've picked up in there. I could have picked up a hell of a lot, but bearing in mind I'm going to Birmingham tomorrow, and just watching what I've spent already while I've been away, I only picked up 2, so I decided to pick up things that I don't think I can get readily available. So you know I'm a sports collector, and specifically Chicago sports teams, so I picked up the, sorry, lighting the car's a bit difficult, the Scottie Pippen Chicago Bulls Funko Pop to go with my Michael Jordan. And if you've got Pippen and Jordan, you need Rodman. Ooh, upside down. So yeah, picked up Dennis Rodman as well. So just the 2 pickups, but like I say, in that shop I could have picked up absolutely hundreds of things. There's so much that I wanted to grab and get for my collection. I was being sensible, I was being responsible with the money sort of thing. I didn't want to spend a lot, so just 2 items. But like I say, if you ever get the chance to come to Wickford, or in the sort of Essex area, and you have a spare time, I'd really look up Nerd Base in Wickford. Well worth the visit, and you will find something in there. I found myself looking at Marvel Legends figures, even though in my head I think my Marvel Legends collection is about to be sacrificed along with my wrestling figure collection, just because of space, and I prefer the DC Multiverse figures for my display purposes, and just to keep space, which is at a premium, and reduce down the collections I'm doing, because I think I am doing too many at the minute. I was looking at Star Wars figures. Again, it's only a minor collection, I only got 4 or 5 of those, but there were some great ones in there that I did feel like I might pick up. But again, I did think that it's not one of my main collections, so I don't really want to be picking them up. I do need to start thinking about reducing what I am collecting due to space and the way I'm promoting things. So that was Nerd Base in Wickford. So if you do get a chance, take a visit. A fantastic shop. We need more shops like that throughout the country, but like I say, well worth a visit. So if you enjoyed this video today, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. It's well worth visiting my YouTube on a regular basis. Always different unboxings going on, mainly Funko Pops, but I do have the Action Figure Friday, and I'm always trying to get out and visit different places. So like I say, I hope you've enjoyed this visit today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.